let's jump back a little bit. I'm going to hit some of the differences between the Broadway and the movie, which were some of my biggest things I didn't like. In the Broadway play, it does not open up with waving through a window. It opens up with a song called Anybody Have a Map? That is Connor's mom and Evan's mom are the ones that sing that. And it gives more kind of backstory, kind of fleshes out those characters more and everything they're going through and their feelings. And I get why you want to open with waving through a window. Like, I understand that's like one of the key ones. You want to start on Evan and that anxiety and his feelings and what he's going through and everything. But I think Anybody Have a Map? That song really gives more insight and view on the Murphy family, especially, and Connor's mom. And she's going through a struggling because it has Connor being difficult and she's trying to get him at the morning before school and everything. Or saying he's probably high. She doesn't want him going to school high. Everything, some back and forth with Zoe too, and everything on there. And it's just these moms asking, anybody have a map? Know how the hell to get through this? Everything that they're struggling with, where you've got Evan's mom that's working extra shifts, trying to make ends meet as a single mom and everything like that. And so I think I missed that character development. I understand why you don't want to open with that, probably. And I mean, Julianne, they had two very high profile actresses in those roles, with Julianne Moore and Amy Adams, which were very small roles really in this. And so, I mean, they were both, I was surprised at how good of a singer Julianne Moore did on her song. I knew Amy Adams, she's sang in some other things.
Enchanted.
But yeah. So that was the big difference, the first one. Another one, so they wrote two new songs for the movie. The one at the end, A Little Closer, that problems with that scene, I didn't love that one. The other new one for this is the Anonymous ones that Alana sings, which I really do like that song. In the play, that song is instead, so the play is a little more lighthearted than the movie. The movie, they go more serious tone. I mean, the play's still serious, but it balances it a little more. It has a little more lighthearted stuff in there. In the play, Evan talks to, like, visualizes Connor and talks to him and sings to him some kind of like that Sincerely Me song at the beginning when they're doing the emails back and forth. And so there is a song called Disappear.
The fuck is happening? My light does not want to work.
If you're listening, Rayleigh's light keeps going in and out.
It keeps going out, and it's like we're trying to have a conversation here. Like, what the hell? But it's like a drastic change. It's not just like when I go like this. It's like I'm like completely dark over here,
like Two-Face.
Yes.
And in the Broadway one, it's Disappear. It's Connor and Evan singing about no one deserves to be forgotten, no one deserves to fade away, and that no one deserves to disappear. And so that's why Evan comes up with kind of the Connor Project idea to keep Connor's memory alive so he don't disappear. Which I like that song, but I like the overall theme and message of the Anonymous ones better, where it's kind of a lot talking about, hey, there's these people that they may look like they have everything going right, their lives together, but they still be struggling too, not the ones that speak up. So I did really like that addition and that change.
That was probably one of my favorite songs, I think, in the movie.
Yeah. And then the other song that they cut that I wasn't happy with is called Good For You. And it takes place after the very awkward dinner between Evan's mom and the Murphys. Oof, and she gets so blindsided by that. Rayleigh's light went out again.
Jesus.
And so in the movie, they just have a discussion. But in the play, it is a whole song with almost everyone singing. And Evan's mom just kind of has some anger. So you got what you always wanted. You got your dreams come true. Good for you. And Evan kind of more back and forth with her, with that whole argument they have on the street, and it's in a song, and it is a very powerful song, and it is very raw, and it's got Mr. Murphy, Connor's dad, going through some more stuff too, and processing his grief and anger and everything. And I really like that song. I miss that in the movie. The other one that's cut, I was fine with because not one of my favorite. It is when Connor's dad is having a conversation with Evan about the baseball glove, and he said Connor never used this, and went, "Oh, there's a song that's called To Break in a Glove." And it's a decent song, but I was fine with that one being cut. So those are the 3 songs that were cut from the original Broadway.
Interesting.
So
I'll have to go back and listen to the actual album now and listen to the music from the Broadway show. I'm interested in it, and I also want to hear it again. Having only listened to it one time, I think I probably missed quite a bit of like some of the substance, you know?
Yeah. The music for Good For You is played right after Waving Through a Window when they're at like the pep rally or whatever, and the pep band's playing a song. That music is the music for the song Good For You that was cut, that they're playing. So they kind of threw it in there.